So we've been hearing all about backpacks and bags for us adults, but what about the kids? Surely we can't leave them behind. Let's bring in Candice Brown to talk about what Targus is doing for our children. Hi, Candice.
Hi, Rich. How are you?
Just about surviving. My two kids have been at home for the last 10 months and we're all kind of literally socially distanced at home, I think, at this point. My kids are in their rooms, on their devices. I can barely pry them away. They seem to be on it 24/7. So my question to you is, what do you have for me to make sure that my investment in my kids' gear is protected, and also that I can make sure that they're actually productive and not just playing games or watching who knows what?
Targus has tons of gear, from tablet cases to Chromebook cases, laptop bags, keyboards, and mice.
Okay, so one key question I have, Candice, is how you're going to protect my kids' gear, or even the gear that I give them to use, because I have a whole graveyard of stuff, this laptop being one of them, where they managed to completely break the screen by just jabbing their finger at it. I've got a whole graveyard, as I say. So how do you help protect my investment in the kit that I'm buying for my kids?
Sure, that crack does not look good at all. We actually have some tablet cases that survive a 4-foot drop test. It also offers screen protection, which kids need because they are pretty rough with their devices, as we've seen.
Exactly, and they're using it all around the house as well. Now, what about in terms of keeping our kids themselves healthy? What about keeping their environment, their working or productive educational environments healthy? What have you got for that?
We have a few things. So we do have a disposable stylus, which is meant to be thrown away after every use. So that way, every time you're using one, you're using a fresh, clean stylus. And then for those of you that are eco-conscious, we have our washable styluses that you can wash after every use so that you are using a clean and fresh stylus every time. We also offer our antimicrobial keyboards and mice, which has built-in antimicrobial material.
And these aren't just keyboards, of course, for laptops, which already have the keyboards in them. These are keyboards that can drastically enhance their productivity, right?
Absolutely. We're helping with that with our Bluetooth keyboards and mice that helps turn your kids' tablets into a laptop experience.
So what are some of the interesting features on the keyboards and mice that maybe differentiate you from the competition?
So one keyboard we have that I'm very excited about is our foldable keyboard. So once you're done using it, you can fold it up, put it in your bag, and not think about it until it's time to play with it again.
And how much of this thinking was under a new kind of theme? Because obviously COVID changed everything for everyone, and the way our kids are being educated also obviously changed radically. So is this a different line of thought that's going down at Targus?
Yes, we've thought about how we're going to completely redo education for students, because we can't forget about our kids. Not only are adults working from home, but kids are as well, and we can't forget about them. So we've created an entire line for students that they'll be able to use this school year and school years to come, whether they are working solely at home, or they're going back to the classroom, or they're doing a hybrid approach where they're working at home and in the classroom.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully I can get them off Fortnite and we can actually make them properly productive. Candice, thank you so much indeed. Well, let's bring back Andrew Corkill. Andrew, over the last little while, we've seen so many different ways of protecting you, protecting your gear, protecting the environment. And I suppose that's what elevates you from your Me Too competitors who try and enter a space that you are really pretty legendary in.
That's right. I mean, at Targus, we really try to have a global perspective. We sell into over 100 countries globally, and you really need to examine that and look deep into it to understand how are people working at home in every country and how are people commuting and going back to work. So at Targus, we sell products into over 90% of the Fortune 1000 companies, and they rely on us to understand that and be able to provide those solutions to make people more productive and efficient.
So for those viewers who are in those 100 countries or more, where can they find all the details about pricing availability?
For pricing and availability on everything we've talked about, you can find it right at targus.com.
Andrew, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was great to see everybody. I'm so happy everybody was able to come today. Have a great year.
Thank you. Well, yes, it was great for me to virtually see everybody and for everyone to virtually see me. I'm just hoping that by CES 2022, we're back in Vegas having some fun, walking the halls. In the meantime, everyone, keep safe. I'm going to try. Take care. Bye-bye.